All right, welcome back to the Sportsline. Rich Roth joined live in studio. Yes, you recognize the voice from too long ago. Larry, the legend, Richmond.
It's weird being on this side of the table, sitting back,
It's a lot nicer.
drinking my iced coffee, not having to worry about pushing all the buttons, making sure everything's running. You're handling all that today.
Oh, yeah, and I drop the ball more often than not. I mean,
I can believe that.
You hear all these hot mic stories. They happen on a daily basis here. They happen on a daily basis. How about this? How about we head to the phones? You remember this guy, New York Newsday's Bob Glauber, joining us here on the Sportsline. Bob, say hi to Larry.
Lawrence, what's up, my man?
Bob, how are you?
Great. It's been ages.
It really has. It really has, and not to kiss up or anything. But I'm gonna kiss up a little bit. Then we're just gonna make fun of Rich for about 30 minutes. So Rich texted me about this and mentioned, who do you think we should get on? Glauber was the only name that came to mind.
Oh, I am touched.
You know, those were fun days just bashing Rich.
They really
And the
were.
Jets. Let's not forget the Jets. We'd bash the Jets too.
I tell you what, I've been doing this thing with Dick for, I mean, how many years, Rich? Dick, how many years, really?
You know, and those jokes never get old.
No, they don't.
They
It's
never
so
get
funny.
old.
Freddie Edelstein was in business. So it goes at least 96, and he can't get my last name pronounced correctly? What is wrong with you, Roth?
What?
Bob Glauber. Bob Glauber. It's like, come on, man. You're better than that, Rich.
Well, give us.
No,
the,
he's not.
give us the-
No. Come on. Why would you think Dick would ever be better than that?
I mean, come on.
You've been doing this with him for so long. At some point, the light bulb's got to go off, Bob. No, he's not.
Brutal. I never should have agreed to this.
I shouldn't be surprised.
I never should have agreed to this.
Exactly. Oh, it's as good as it's going to get back then.
Rich, pronounce the name correctly. Right. Practice.
Come on, go ahead.
All right, can I hear you say it?
Yeah, Glauber.
Glauber.
You say Glauber.
Well,
That's how you say it. Am I right? He says Glauber.
try and make it a little more southern.
Southern. Okay. You know, you went to an Ivy League school, for God's sake.
Right.
Okay?
That's
You
worked
brag
out well
about
for
all
him,
the
hasn't it?
time. You brag about it all the time. You
I
did the
don't.
Pommel Board
Do you still
now.
hold on, Bob? Do you
No,
still
gymnast-
carry the little the diploma in your wallet?
Oh, I don't know. Where
Remember,
that went.
oh, he would pull that little diploma
I
out all
love
the
that.
time, Glauber.
I had to prove it to people. No one believed it.
Your
Like,
little
no
card,
way.
Your little Cornell card, big red.
Yes.
They're like Cornell College in Iowa? That one? No. No.
You go to the ag school or what?
Yeah, of course I went to the ag school.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's where the communications department was,
Get
believe it or not.
out. I didn't realize that. Wow.
The ag school.
What's the ag
So
school?
you could have been farmer or radio man.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That.
Could have gone either way.
Wow.
Yeah, Larry, they have an agricultural school.
Yeah, because you're upstate New York, right?
My minor was animal husbandry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that does transfer to tech.
And
Those credits do transfer, right? That's what I was told.
Oh, this looks good. Animal husbandry.
In case I get lonely, you know?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wow.
gosh.
Again, the tie-ins with the South. You know?
Yes.
Like Jake with the sheep.
Oh, my word. Oh, gosh. That's an inside one. No one's going to get that one.
Oh, plenty of people.
So,
You guys,
so
great to chat.
Yeah, I'm
it is.
glad I pulled a lot of strings for this. This is
Well, Roth has got this deal where we can't do it. It has to be the most inconvenient time for me. And he's like, can you do it, 5, 6? Like, I like to eat dinner around that time. I don't, it's like
dude,
nice.
he's on the early
Tell my
bird deal
family.
now.
I got the early bird.
Ah,
special.
you're hitting
We
Denny's
eat
at
early.
like 3:15?
No, but we sit down for a nice dinner early, and I try to, it's hard.
Are you in bed by
during
9
football
o'clock?
Season? No.
You're not that old yet?
No. know.
All right.
I'm like, I stay up late, and I have insomnia, so it's all good.
Okay.
But we just look. My wife is, we eat punctually, and we've done that for 35 years of marriage.
Punctually. Who eats punctually?
I know. What? I mean,
listen, it's not unusual for families to sit down at the same time for dinner.
you're an empty nester, though. Have
We
to
are
be.
now,
Yeah. I mean,
Although my
you
older
don't
daughter- my
eat
younger daughter-
punctually with teenage kids.
Well, but Larry,
My younger daughter is with us. She's a teacher, and she's in her second year of teaching. So she's still living home after college, just saving some money.
that's a
It's
trend
crazy
now.
world.
Isn't that like
Well,
what they're
it's-
talking
yeah,
about? More and more kids are doing
Yeah,
that.
Get ready
a
for
lot
it.
of kids came home because of COVID, but this is her plan. She planned this all along. So, and she actually likes us. So
I know why.
See,
this
that's
doesn't,
big.
I know why this doesn't make sense to us, Larry.
What?
Because Bob clearly has a wife who loves him
Yeah.
and wants
See-
to spend time with
See
him.
that? Well, listen, my wife loves me. I just don't know if my kids do. My kids love me, but I don't know if they like me.
well, our kids like us too. They love us, but they like
Well,
us.
that's something special. That's
Yes,
good.
You
really
did a
is.
good job.
All I keep hearing out of my 17-year-old is, I can't wait to move out. I'm like,
Got boy or
you
girl?
don't even know.
But boy or girl?
He's got all girls.
2 girls,
Oh, I got 2 girls too.
2
I
female
love it.
dogs.
Oh
I have
my
4.
God.
I have 3 older sisters. I mean, it's just
Wait, you have female. So you're surrounded by females.
that's it. It's just estrogen oozes from my my
Just
body.
said female dogs. Literally canines. Correct.
Yeah. Well, they look more like little like.
Yes, he wasn't describing his girls.
You said it right after.
I mean, come on, Glauber. What the heck? Really?
I have female dog. I'm like.
Really?
Did Larry just get himself?
No, that's
thrown
not.
off the radio forever.
I mean, come on. Rich would say that, not me.
I-
He's the disgusting human being, not me.
He is.
I'm
he
still
is
the good guy. I haven't lost that.
Yes, he is revolting.
No, but
Rich.
I guess they're dog. They kind of like the size of a
Thank you.
raccoon.
Thank you.
Oh. Ew.
And you accidentally, like, we got them when they were like 8 months old or 6 months old, and I almost stepped on one of them. They were so small. Now that one, anytime I go near her, she just starts pissing everywhere.
Oh man.
It's horrible, but it gets you out of taking them for a walk. I will say that, because it's like I can't go near that one. She just starts
Wow.
pissing everywhere.
Oh man, that's tough.
Peeing.
That is tough.
Peeing.
My thing
Peeing.
with-
My
thing with
fault.
being, I'm around a lot of females. We have a
Not like my life, buddy.
cat who is a female, but I grew up with 4 brothers, man. So I had my fill of just guy stuff, and like, okay, I'm good with that. Please God, I'll take daughters. It'll be fine. I would actually prefer that. So God, it's all worked out.
God blessed you with daughters. That's great.
God,
That's what.
I'm
And
a-
there's
I'm a
you,
girl
Larry.
dad.
there's
I'm a
nothing
happy girl
better.
dad.
Blessed.
Yeah, there's nothing better than having daughters up until the point of teenage years.
Well, look, teenage years can be tough, and yes, there are
Yes.
some moments, but they do come back.
That's
We
what
were
I keep
told that.
hearing.
We were told that they do come back, and that
And you
my
were
younger
living
daughter
proof.
Never really left. She never really. she was always- what did you say?
You're living proof.
Yeah.
So I've got hope.
Oh, there's hope. There's hope. They're good kids. We're all good.
Okay. Well, we are. Rich isn't. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
Rich is a miserable human being.
He really is. He really.
And it's
yes.
just getting worse by the day, by the
Oh,
way.
you guys, yeah, you got
Getting worse by
you're
the
fine.
day.
The window passed, Rich. You're done.
Oh, I know.
It's like
Dude,
There's no changing now.
Dude, I'm get off
You-
my lawn guy.
you are
I mean,
bitter.
that's a given.
You are bitter from now until the end of the clock.
My wife is so lucky.
I can't
yeah.
imagine how grumpy and miserable you are when you get older. In your 70s.
She called me an
Oh.
a-hole this morning.
That's. I mean that
Yeah.
that shouldn't surprise
No.
anybody.
That seems
My wife, got to beep her
That
out.
seems kind of mild, no?
Right.
Hey, Rich, that was a good day.
I mean, if she called you that without something being thrown at you after, I'm
Well,
with Bob. That's
was-
a good day.
It was before we got out of bed, though. So
Oh, Rich.
All right, let's just
It was
leave that
early.
one. Let's
I'm
leave
saying
that there.
I'm saying it was early. That's all
Okay.
I'm saying.
All right.
It was early.
No, I mean, I'm happily married with 2 beautiful daughters, and life's good. But I can't ask for more.
I hear
It's
you.
great. You're blessed.
If it doesn't make for great radio, I'm sorry.
Blessed.
But, what are you
Blessed.
going to do?
I'll tell you, though, how far mine are 17 and 13 right now.
Mine are now 29 and 23. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
What's with the
I mean,
time
I'm
off
old.
there?
I'm old.
I mean, after
it
the
was-
first, were you like, that's
No.
it, I'm done, I'm not? I mean, after my first
No.
kid, she was miserable. She would cry. She didn't stop crying. And I thought, I'm not having another one of these.
No, it was. We wanted it. Nature took its time with both, and it happened. So it all worked out. It all worked out. And when we took my younger daughter home, my older daughter won't mind me telling this, but she wanted a baby sister in the worst way. So she was 5, and then Emily was born. So Emily's a newborn, and we got home, and Andrea, my older daughter, wanted a sister so bad. She was so happy. But when we got home, we had to get to Emily in the car seat, and we kind of didn't pay attention to Andrea for this moment.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she's like in the car, arms folded. We finally get Emily out, and she's got her arms folded. I go, Andrea, what's the matter? She goes, I hate Emily.
Oh, gosh.
She's 5, but
That's great. That is great.
You're born a baby sister, but the reality is, you're going to get less attention, and
Oh, yeah.
that kind of stinks. So
Yeah, that's
We all
hilarious.
laugh
Because
at
I experienced that because 17, 13, so there's definitely an age gap.
Mhm.
And Sydney's a spiteful little one. Oh,
oh
gosh.
boy,
My oldest. She's mean. She's mean.
oh, well,
She literally, I mean, you would think,
still,
yeah, still. I mean,
Yeah, you're
she's
in
got
the
like a
fight
Roth
now.
streak in her.
you're in the. It's tough. Like teenage years are tough. There's just no. It is what it is. But Larry, just hang in. I'm telling you, I'm an old man. I've been through it. Been through the wars. Hang
It's
in.
gonna come back.
He's an old man.
It'll-
He's cranky.
it'll
He
get
missed
better.
dinner already.
I know. What'd you have for dinner? What's the wife cooking for you?
I believe it is pasta with string beans sautéed.
Very nice.
She's an amazing.
I bet there's no
I cook
doubt in
when
my
I can,
mind that
but I
Double
don't like
R
my food.
gets nothing cooked for him. There's no way Trish cooks for you.
Oh, she cooks all the time.
She cooks for the boys, and you get the scraps.
Well, I get it. I get what I need.
I actually prefer to cook. I like cooking. The people around me don't like my cooking that much. But
So you suck at cooking.
My wife went away to Las Vegas with her parents. They liked to go, and I hate Vegas, so I'm like, you guys go. It's fine. I'll take the kids. They were in high school, and I cooked, and everything seemed fine. And then my wife got home, and my kids said, "Oh, Mom, Dad, terrible cook. Oh God, he's terrible." But I try.
I got to bring this up because I was talking about it with Jamie the other day. Do you remember the Bob Glauber, Joe Theismann story?
The Bob Glauber. No.
I bet Bob doesn't remember this. I don't know if you even knew that you did
I
this.
remember.
You do?
Yeah.
What did you do to
You tell it every time.
Thiesman?
Go ahead.
Every time, man. It's been years,
I
decades.
know the
Why
Now
don't
he
I
doesn't-
remember this?
When Bob was on the show, and we had a call out to Joe Theismann, and he called in, and the intern put him on hold to come get you. And while Joe Theismann was on hold listening to the show, do you remember what you said, Bob?
Did I question his announcing aptitude?
No.
Or the changing of his name?
No.
Did I talk about him as a football player?
Yes, you did.
I do
Like,
not.
What did I do? Oh, I'm like,
No, you did. You basically, I forget what quarterback we were talking about, but, just out of the blue, you were saying something like, everybody thinks he's a really good quarterback, but he's not. He's kind of mediocre. He reminds me of Joe Theismann.
And Theismann's sitting on hold.
And Theismann is sitting on hold.
Oh, my. And did he hang up?
And by the time Larry got back to the office to pick it up and talk to him.
He was gone?
He was gone, and he would not come on the show for about
my
5 years.
Oh, my God. And, I guess maybe I'll tell him that, but he's been so good over the years. He is the most gracious interview, and
I agree.
Very helpful. I wrote a book about Gibbs, Parcells, and Walsh, and Joe could not have been nicer, could not have shared more great stories about Joe Gibbs and LT, and I mean, it was unbelievable. It was a machine.
Yeah, when I was doing all the guest booking, every time I called Joe, he would come on, and he was doing the Sunday Night Football at the time with Paul McGuire.
Yeah,
back in the day, and I think I don't know, people didn't like his announcing. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah,
I actually miss him calling games.
I like McGuire too.
McGuire was the grumpy old guy, so you would relate with McGuire.
I liked him.
Yeah, Joe is he's very opinionated, which is what you want. But I guess he just rubbed some people the wrong way, and his relationship with Gibbs kind of was like that, and they took a while to kind of warm to one another.
Really? So after they split, it wasn't all, as my daughter would say, rainbows, unicorns, and
after they split, when?
Well, just after they, Joe goes and does his thing. After they weren't coach and player relationship anymore.
Oh, no, I meant as a player.
Okay.
Initially, the initial relationship was pretty rocky. Gibbs didn't know if Joe Theismann was going to be his guy, and Joe told this story about Joe was very involved. He was in commercials, and Gibbs thought he wasn't committed enough to football, and Joe knew that. Joe Theismann knew that, and he wanted to convince him. And finally, after they had a couple of losses, they started out 0-5 in Gibbs' first year. And after a couple of losses, Joe Theismann went to Joe Gibbs' house, knocked on the door, and they had a heart-to-heart. And that's when Gibbs was convinced that Theismann's heart was in the game. So
wow,
yeah. I mean, stories like that were incredible. And the guy literally knocked on his door on a Thursday night, a couple of days before a game, and said, "I need to talk to you. I just need you to realize that I'm committed." And it,
that doesn't surprise me that Joe would do that. Theismann would do that.
Yeah. I mean, he's the kind of guy, he wears his heart on his sleeve, and so many
carries a grudge.
Good stories from that team. My goodness, wow.
Man, bringing back Redskins. Oh, wait. Are we allowed to say that?
No, you're not.
Man, you're beeping me. How times have changed.
Yes, very PC these days.
Does that beep, like, I'm hearing it, is that just like a sound effect, or you're actually cutting out sound?
It's a sound effect.
Come on, Claude. Okay. You're better than that.
Know.
You're better than that to ask that question.
He's not better than that.
Like my call waiting happening, and I'm like, here we go.
Hello.
No, I don't. No, I don't want to give you my Social Security number. No, you can't have my credit card number. Stop calling me.
I got to get back to Dick on the other line.
You know what? I got a call once, a couple of years ago, I guess. It was a telemarketer, and I'm just in a playful mood. Hello, Mr. Glauber. Yes. Hi. He just goes into some spiel, and I go, what would you like today? Would you like my social? Credit card? Tell me. I mean, my birth date? Let me know. He goes, you know something? Your country sucks.
No, he did not.
He did. I swear. Your country sucks. I'm like,
oh my goodness.
I don't listen. I live here. It's pretty good.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It was so great.
So you only get that stuff with Bob.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Look at that, 20 minutes, no football.
Now that's a surprise.
No football.
And that's good.
We haven't
because
bashed the Jets yet.
Football isn't worth talking about this year.
Actually, no football after 1981.
Oh, that's true. Yes. We did talk about Thiesman.
Thiesman. Jets? Okay, move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hopeless.
Thank you.
Move on. Let me ask you this, Richard.
We really got to
End of
go.
the year, you got to go?
No, I got 30 seconds for you.
We never
All right,
took breaks. We would just skip breaks.
It's a different
End of
world.
the
It's totally
You
different
can't
world.
make fun of, gymnasts anymore.
Okay, end of the year.
Can't say Redskins.
The Jets are 2-14. The Jets are 2-14. They have the number 1 overall pick. Do you take Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, dude, that's the most brutal
You
thing
have
ever.
to.
Do you have to?
I don't
Yeah.
think
You might have to. I think
You
might
find-
have
You might have to.
You find
to.
some.
Sam Darnold
some-
went 2-14. You fired a coach, but you just might as well start over, right?
Well, you got to find someone to dump Sam Darnold to. Yeah, you absolutely
no.
go for that.
Someone will take. You don't think the Steelers would take him in a heartbeat?
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. I mean, it is the
You got to
lack
take
of
Goldilocks.
the lack of weapons that he has, and just every
Oh, here
fall.
it is. Here we
So
go.
sad.
It's
sad.
it is.
Here
I
we
mean,
go.
Sign
Lack of
Robbie
weapons.
Anderson.
There's
I did
a guy
sign
who's
Robbie.
not
You
getting
gotta
a
sign
chance.
Robbie Anderson.
Listen,
Yeah.
Brady took the Patriots to the Super Bowl with Rashae Caldwell as his number 1
Well,
receiver.
I mean, he was
no,
in a
to
great,
the AFC Championship game.
great
Sorry,
system.
AFC Championship. Yeah,
great coach,
system.
great system. We know that
Yeah,
already.
Troy Brown was not an all pro, but he was he was a good player. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm sorry, Rich. The Jets are bad, and
Yeah, next year.
Wasn't this supposed to be like the year? Like,
Next
wasn't
year,
this
Larry. It's
building
next year.
Yeah, next? Yes.
yeah, this was going to be a promising year. I mean, it went 7-9 last year, 62 down the stretch. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Man,
Never carries over.
one of the best running backs in football. You go to the
Frank Gore.
you go to, Frank Gore. You go to New Jersey, and then your career dies.
It's just all over.
Yeah, well, he's got
That's
his
what
one.
you get for going to New
No.
Jersey.
Bob, thank you,
Hey.
man.
All right, Richard, Larry.
Bob, it was great hearing from
Yeah,
you.
what a pleasure.
Good.
Yeah.
Give me a grade. Give me a grade, Rich.
Today, it wasn't stellar from my perspective.
No, I thought it was very good. Listen,
yes, I'm sure you did,
this-
and everyone else.
Dude,
I mean,
I was so boring the last time. I was purposely boring because I didn't want to get into your stuff, man. I'm playing it. I'm not losing my career over this. Kidding me? This ham and egger?
Oh man,
Yeah, you caught me on a good day, Rich.
yeah, it doesn't
yeah,
happen often.
I'd definitely say A material here.
Okay. All right.
A material.
Okay.
Thank you, man.
Gentlemen, take care.
See you,
Talk to
Bob.
you soon. All right.
Yeah.
Be good.
Pleasure.